Linux file systems, right? So we will basically understand the internal structure, right? How does Linux OS treats or stores the information, right? So in that we'll try to understand the Linux directory structure first. In Linux, everything is treated as a file. Even if it's a normal file, a directory, or even a device such as a printer, everything is a file. Okay, so all the directories and files are stored under one root directory, which is denoted by // Okay, in Linux OS, we have one root directory always, under which there are different types of directories. Okay, so the root directory is indicated by the /. Okay, and in this root directory we have different kinds of subdirectories like /bin, etc, home, opt, temp, user and var. Okay, so these top level directories under the root form the foundation of Linux file system. Okay, so we store some information here. We in bin we don't store, but generally we store in home, we store in var, in user, we store. Temporary is automatically created, right? So under the root directory we have different other subdirectories. So the complete file system of Linux is within these directories, what we are seeing them here. Okay, let's understand what are these. /bin. So all the essential binary or executable programs required for basic system operation are stored in bin. Even in Windows, we sometimes know when you are working with Java programming, we will always go and put the required jar files, libraries in the bin folder, right? So same way is here. Then we have /etc, right? Store system wide configuration files. They are system related thing, we have very less to worry about these. Okay, then home contains user home directories, right? /home is the default working directory in the Linux. Then we have /opt, right? It holds the optional or third party software packages. So we also don't worry much about this /opt. TMP provides temporary storage space for files, okay, which is cleared on system reboot. Then /usr contains user related programs, utilities and shared resources. And variable /var stores variable data such as log files that change frequently during system operations. Okay, so these are different structures, right? I will show you all, we will see the demonstration. I will take you to the Linux operating system, show you all these things there and what all each of these directories contain. The idea here is that Linux file system, the complete structure of Linux is divided into these many subdirectories. There is a root directory, under that there are so many subdirectories, and the default directory is /home. So we will be working, we will be writing programs, we will be executing programs, doing commands, everything in the home directory. Under home, we will be creating so many other things. So user can touch, normal user can use or do anything in the home directory, right? So this is the structure of Linux. So these are different subdirectories, right? So we are more interested in this home. Then how do you create directory, or how do you play with the directory, right? So you can open the terminal in the Linux OS, right? Then switch to the root user, that is the home, right? Then you move to the root directory, you list all the directories there and see the structure. You can see the structure to see, you want to see how are they located, no? We will see that. So for that the steps have been given. Now the most interesting part is the basic Linux file system commands. Okay, so I will not scroll these slides, I will just open the Linux operating system and show you the demonstration of the basic Linux file system commands. Okay, so I think you might have studied operating system, there you might have executed these commands ls, cd, cp. Did you study this Unix operating system? Yeah, you know them very well. In operating system you might have done, right? So along with that we will see some other additional commands. Yeah, right. So same thing we will try to see again, but with some typical commands also, right? Maybe we'll play more with the find, ln, right, locate, df. So we will try to explore. I will just switch to the Linux OS now, and then we will give demonstration about all these commands. Okay, so today's topic was about Linux file system, permissions and the users. So we will see that also in the demonstration directly. I will not explain about the each one of them what it is. We will understand them better with the demonstration. Okay, just give me a few minutes. I will show you those demonstrations. I understand, but we will just go through the ones. There are advanced commands also we will try to explore, right? Okay, so let's see the commands here. So simply we want to see the root. So I will use this pwd. It will show me I am in home Ubuntu, right? So I will just go back and go to the root directory. So you can give this, sorry, right? You are here. So you know how to create. For simple, I will create one directory. I will give maybe LPU, right? So if I give ls, I can see the LPU here. So I will move to the directory, right? So cd space LPU. So I came back here. If I see nothing else is there in that, right? So these are all basic commands, but we will see some advanced file system commands, right? So I was talking about df here, right? So I think you are aware of this man df. If you type, it will show you what is the purpose of this df command, right? Report file system space usage. Okay, so it will help us in knowing the how much space has been used. Okay, df displays the amount of space available on the file system containing each file name argument. Okay, so let's see that. If I simply type here df, okay, so you can see here how much space is used, available, percentage, right? So run, cd-rom, we have shm, lock, temp. So we were talking about some these default directories, right? So we have these directories here in the df. Basically df will help us to know about the disk usage. Okay, it will help us to know the disk usage, right? Then I'll just give ls here. I'll create some file here. Let me create some file vi abc.txt. I created here. I wrote something, right? I escape and I close this. Okay, I'll create another file bcd.txt because I will we will discuss some advanced commands. So I will just creating some dummy text here, right? Again I will type something here, escape shift wq. Perfect. Now if I see, I have two files abc, bcd. Okay, so one important command what we talk about is find. Okay, so man find here. See, search for files in a directory hierarchy. Okay, there are a lot of options here in this. Okay, so you can search for a file in multiple ways. Okay, so what are some interesting ways to find out? Let us see with some example. Okay, so I mean LPU, I can see two files, there is some content. The important part here is if I want to find out based on the size. Okay, so let's say I will give here find, I want to find something with hyphen size, okay, plus 10 MB. You get my point now, right? I want to search for a file whose size is more than 10 MB, because in my folder there might be lot of commands, lot of files will be there. I want to know which is more than 10 MB, more than 100 MB, all that can be found, right. So, I will just give here plus, sorry, plus is not working, find size, this is yeah, it doesn't work here. Just a second. With 10 MB, are you aware of this command? It should work basically. Find size Have you studied this find before? Yeah. See, there is no file, perfect, right. Find size 10 MB, true. Next, see, I want to find something which is recently modified, or no, you want to find about the when was it modified, right. So, latest modified file I want to find out. So, I can use find, I can give minus m time, right, and I will give let us say 2 days, right, files modified in last 2 days I want to see. So, it is showing these two because they were just created today. So, since I gave 2 days, it is showing me BCD as well as the ABC text, right. So, this is different way you can play with the find command. Next, we have something called locate. Okay, see, for the nothing is there, sorry, there is another one called locate. See, you do not know in your directory, in which directory there is one file you have created. Very, very powerful command is this, okay, that is, sorry, I am just again sharing, right. So, the most important used one is the locate, because you have a lot of directories, in each directory there are a lot of files, how do you locate them? Okay. So, for that we use the locate command. So, it is very simple, I will give locate and I will give abc.txt. So, sorry, abc.text, locate not found, we have to install it. So, sudo apt install plocate, just a second, it will be done, right. This is a very powerful command, because we have lot of files and will be always confused to know where is this file. See, home Ubuntu in LPU, there is abc.txt, it will give you the location, right. Very, very useful command is locate. Okay. Next, we talked about df, let us talk about du now, right. Df is talking about the space. There is another command called du. What is this du? Estimate file space usage, okay. Its description is estimate file space usage. What is actually used for? It shows you how much disk space is consumed, okay. Your operating system, in your directory you are having lot of files, how much space is consumed can be known to us using du command, okay. So, I am in LPU now, so I will just go back to my cd dot, I came back, if I have LPU now, okay. I want to know how much memory is allocated or how much space is used by LPU, okay. So, for that I can give here du space the directory LPU, see, it is showing 8, okay. What is this 8? It means it is in KB actually, right. So, it is if you create more file, you will see the more number here. it will show you the disk usage, or I will just go back to the another home directory. So I have Ubuntu here, I will give du. Okay, see, it is showing all the files and how much space they have consumed, right? It is showing everything here. So many files are there, and each one how much space they have occupied, right? So that is the use of du command. Now you are not understanding what is this number, right? We are not understanding what is this 4. Is it KB, MB, right? So let me go back to this cd space lpu. Sorry, where am I? Yeah, cd space Ubuntu. Now cd space lpu. Okay, now let me show you this in human readable form. du-h. Okay, see, 8 KB, right? This is 8 KB. So there are two files which are consuming 8 KB. So -h is used for human readable form, to know that in human readable format. Okay, then df, we understood. Df will tell us how much space has been occupied. I can still give df-h here. See, MB, GB, everything is given here to you. How much is allocated and how much is used by each of the, and the available space is also known to us. Okay, so this is about the df and du commands. Okay, next, the other one is stat. This is also very widely used command in Linux operating system, stat. What is this? It will give you the detailed file information. So I will give here abc.text stat. Okay, this is very important. See here, file, right, blocks, IO block, it's a regular file, access, when it was modified, when what is changed, and what is the birth of that. Okay, this is very important, because we should know when was the file modified. That can be known to you by the stat command, stat. It will give you the detailed metadata of that particular file, right? stat. Then we are talking about tree. Since we are talking about directories, I'll just go back one, and I'll where am I now? See, I am in home Ubuntu. I have lot of things. I want to see the tree structure. Okay, so I'll give tree LPU. No, tree. I should give LPU, right? Yes. Tree not found. Okay, I have to install this. Sudo apt. Just a second. It will show us the tree structure. So I was talking about that root directory. No? In root, we have lot of subdirectories. So that tree structure can be known to us using the tree command. Okay. Now let me give that command, tree LPU. Yeah. See, LPU has ABC and BCD text files. So if I just go back, and if I give here tree Ubuntu, see here, I think this should be visible for you. Yeah, now you see the tree structure, directory structure. In Ubuntu I have desktop, in that I have LPU, right? I have documents download. In LPU I have ABC, BCD, then I have music, all those things are given. Total there are 28 directories and 3 files. Okay, so tree can help you visualize your directory structure. When you are having lot of files with you, you do not know how they are organized, where are they stored, right? We will come to know with the tree command. Next, right? So I'll just go back to LPU again. Sorry, I'm in home. I have to go back to Ubuntu. Then here, from here I'll go back to LPU. Right, I came back to LPU. I think basic command is clear. We can clear everything now, right? Then the links. Okay, the most interesting one is link, LN. What is this? Make link between files. Okay, LN command, make link between the files. So what is this used for, right? So when you want to create a link, okay, why we want to create a link? Because sometimes I want to have a backup. I want to link 2 different files. Okay, I will show you the demonstration, you understand it much better, right? So there are a lot of options in this. We'll just go back. Okay, so let me make ln. I have two files here. No, let me create link between both the files. Ln, I will give abc and bcd. I want to create a link. Okay, so when I give like this, file already exists. So let me give the abc and some cde dot txt, right? So link is created now. Okay, see cd dot txt, right? So ln is used to create a link between the files. Okay, so I can see if I want to go, I can see the cde, I can see text is there. It is basically copying only, but actually we are, the interesting part here is once you create a link, right, anything you are changing in abc will be reflecting in the cd.txt, right. So this is also one of the interesting commands. I think you might have studied about chmod, chown, sorry, these are all basic ownership commands. Okay, let me talk about mounting, right. One more very popularly used command is mounting, right. Okay, so we have something called mount and unmount. Okay, mounting a file system, right. Let's see with the example here, right. Basically we are not mounting anything because this is we are okay. Let us do sorry, mount. I want to mount this LPU Ubuntu user. Mounting I don't think, because I am not going to deal anything with the hardware. No, now I am not connecting to any. I think you understand mount in Anaconda Jupyter notebook, right? We mount with our Google Drive and we load all our IPYNB files and we play with them, right? So when you are linking with any hardware, right? Any, not hardware but any external storage. When you are linking any file with an external storage, then you can go for the this mount. Okay, we have mount and unmount, both commands exist, mount and unmount, right. The other interesting one, I think, what else do we have? All other basic move, remove, delete, ls, all those exist. Clear, right. Who am I, right. Cat, touch. Okay, so touch, you have heard touch. See, touch is again used to create empty files, right. Basically touch is used to create empty files, update the access and modification times of each file to the current time. Okay, so I'll just show you. I can create here, I can give touch and I'll give some def.txt. Oh, touch, touch, def.txt, right. So if you see, I got a file here, def.txt. It will create an empty file. Simply you can use touch to create an empty file without any content. When you want to use copy, when you want to use rename, right, all that commands you can go for these commands, right. I think other basic things, just a second, we have covered about these commands, touch, ln, ls, quota, we were talking about quota, yes, sorry, right. So what is this quota? See here, no, okay, right, okay. So why is not found? Oh yeah, sudo apt install, just a second. What is the use of this quota command, right? See, we are having lot of directories and there are a lot of files in each of them, right? And as a user, you want to check what is the disk usage, disk space usage, right? And you want to assign some limit. Okay, quota means what is the quota of each user. Basically, every user, see, Google Drive, it is 15 GB for us. So the quota that they have fixed for free is 15 GB, right? So same way for users or some directories, we can now restrict the size. Okay, we can limit the size, right? So if I just give here quota, what is this? Sorry, I have to give user here, quota user. Why is this not working? Basic, there is no limit it seems, but generally it will show you how much is allocated for you, how much limit, right? Disk wise space is known to us with this, right? Sorry. What else did we see here? Just a second. We were talking about lot of commands. So we know cd, ls, cp, copy, pwd, info man, make directory, move, mv, right? rmdir, touch, rm, which, wc, word count. We'll talk more about those in scripting. When we go to shell scripting, we will be doing lot of programming there. pwd, locate, ln, df, right? Find, ch group, ch mod, ch own, quota and du, right? Yeah, so these are the basic Linux commands. Okay, so if we see back basic commands, I think almost we have covered them here.